Hello and welcome to Benteen Elementary School. I am Dr. Lovett, your hopefully soon-to-be principal. I'm taking this time to make sure you get a chance to know more about the Benteen story and who we are as a school and what we're doing in our community to make sure that we do what? BQ and believe in Benteen's brilliance. Thank you for taking time to visit us virtually today, and we hope you enjoy our tour. This is our front lobby where all of our students and staff enter the building and are greeted every day by a welcoming, smiling face. This is our cafeteria where we house our school supplies during the pandemic and virtual learning. As of right now, we have 3 bottle filling stations in our building. Here at Benteen Elementary School, we take pride in supporting all of our families and our parents. And we have a unique partnership with Atlanta Technical College where they provide opportunities for our parents to come to learn, to get information about how to get a GED, how they can learn a trade. And so they partner with us and they come and talk to our families, and we give a chance to send families there to improve their well-being, because our goal at Benteen, again, is to make everyone believe in our brilliance. And just like our kids are brilliant, our parents are brilliant also. Welcome to our pre-K hallway. We have 2 pre-K classrooms, 1 dual language immersion pre-K, where our scholars learn half the day in Spanish and half the day in English, and our traditional program, in which kids learn everything in English. We are a Head Start site, and we're very excited to welcome you and your children to our classroom spaces starting next school year. At Benteen Elementary School, we really pride ourselves on developing the whole child. And so as a part of that whole child development, we make sure that students in pre-K through 5th grade get a chance to have general music. We have a 3rd grade string program and a 4th and 5th grade band program, consistent with the expectation for the Jackson cluster, where we all have band for 4th and 5th grade students. As a former violinist and a singer and a musician, I wanted to make sure that we offer something extra for our students to make sure they have more ways than one to show their brilliance. So now we've got to our intermediate hallway. This is where we house our 3rd through 5th grade classrooms. As we are in the COVID and the pandemic, we do have reminders for kids and staff to make sure they always wash their hands. And so students in grades 3, 4, and 5 are on this part of the building, separate from the lower grade students. One of the unique things about Benteen Elementary School is that we are striving to be an IB International Baccalaureate school. We're in our final year of candidacy, hopefully, and we're working to learn more about where we're going to be in the authorization process. But the International Baccalaureate program is a program that really helps students find their place in the real world, helps to make them globally minded citizens, and realizing where they are in society, how what they do now impact us tomorrow. So we are really excited to highlight our learner profile. We want to teach all of our children to be reflective, to be thinkers, to be inquirers, and so many more. So we take time every day to address, highlight, and respond to different situations using our learner profiles so kids can see them in action every day. One of the best parts about Benteen is spending time in our gymnasium. This is our multi-purpose space where we take time for awards day programs, meet and greet opportunities, and our PE teacher teaches out of here. So we are very excited. We're on the 2nd floor of our gymnasium. We have a parent-initiated clothing closet to help all of our needy students who may want or need some additional support. And when things happen and kids have accidents, we want to make sure that we have something for them to change into and to help out. So parent initiated, we're very excited to have parent partnerships, and we're very excited to have this beautiful gymnasium, and we miss being in here. We look forward to being back here soon once everything settles back down. So now we've come to the part of the tour where we're looking at our student support suite. students who receive special education services, ESOL services, or just some individual support. They have a whole part of it dedicated to them so they can get the most intensive support that they can. And we also are about to embark upon our library. And here is one of our favorite parts of Benteen Elementary School. We're at the Media Center. We are a unique situation that we don't have a public library within a 3 to 5 mile radius of our school. So this really serves as a hub for supporting our literacy programs. We celebrate our students like Accelerated Reader. We celebrate them through AR points, and we get class points, and we really incentivize our children to find the value and the love for reading. This is also where we started launching our Believing in Brilliant Bedtime Stories initiative. We pick books from our library to read to our kids during the pandemic so they can feel that close connection between their principal and their assistant principal. This is also where we launched our Building Brilliant by Literary Readers. As a winner of the Teacher On Project grant, I got a grant that allows us to start purchasing classroom libraries that are available in both English and Spanish so that we can support our diversity. And something as simple as reading a book to your child's class is no longer a challenge because we have it available in both languages. And it also supports our literacy and our fluency in our bilingual program, the Dual Language Immersion Program.
Our dynamic media specialist also will pull books that correspond to our International Baccalaureate transdisciplinary themes and units and central ideas to help support instruction.
So we've reached another part in our building where we have what we call a wonder wall. A wonder wall is how we help build an inquiry-based instructional environment to make sure all of our kids get what they need, and so they can learn how to wonder and be inquisitive and be thinkers as they worry about how they fit into this real world. So this wonder wall has a landfill. And so we want to get kids to start thinking about what do they see, how does their role today help impact things in the future. So we have about 4 or 5 around the building. And the best part when kids are in the building is kids will stop, look, and actually wonder. So it really works. We're excited about how we're raising awareness for our school community and for our students, and they become globally minded, responsible thinkers and citizens. So one of the best things about Benteen Elementary School is that we have an actual campus and we're fenced in. And so the beautiful thing about that is that we have places like this, which is our amphitheater. We allow kids and family staff to come out and do lessons. We have places for fresh air, mask breaks in this pandemic. So we're very fortunate to have this space on our property, and we utilize like one of the best joys when we were in school face to face is having teachers and kids engage in rich conversations and dialogue about instruction in this outdoor classroom space. And so now I brought you to our in-house garden. So we are very fortunate to have a partnership with Food Corps and the Wow Center to support our garden program. This garden is very special to me because it was initiated many years before I got here, but when we had last year, parents wanted to volunteer, they wanted to fill in the need and support. And so our parents really came out and they really adopted this space and made a makeover for our garden. And we have a garden club, parent-led, parent-initiated, and supported with our partnership in the Wow Center, who will also come down and does lessons in the garden. And so we got new garden bins, we got some upkeep. And so the best part about this space is when I get a chance to see kids who from the city, who never been to the country, get a chance to touch, feel, taste, explore in the garden space, and they'll discover that you can eat things fresh from the ground. It's a huge part of who we are and what we're trying to instill in our children as they realize, that they really can impact tomorrow by doing things today. So becoming a more sustainable Earth, more sustainable Benteen is helping us lead the way in teaching our children the important pieces of how to be a responsible global citizen.
This is our enrichment hallway where classes in Spanish, art, and science lab are housed. Let's take a look into our Spanish classroom. Here you will see tenets of the International Baccalaureate program available for students in English and in Spanish. We are thrilled to continue our climb in our journey towards becoming an IB authorized school.
And so a fun fact about Benteen, we call the circle, the main part of the building, 285, and we call this like little highway, 166. And so this crayon wall is how we tell people, go on 285, turn right at the crayon, and takes you to the primary hall. This crayon wall was designed, drawn, and painted by staff members who had a love for art, who wanted to give back to their school community in a way that allowed them to be able to impact children. So one of the best things when the kids walk down the hall and they're learning their color, they can say red or yellow or blue. So it really has become an interactive space, and we're super excited. And there are several spaces like this on the primary hall where we allow children to do counting, recognize letters, and so we're thrilled to have staff members who are so passionate about their job and their love for children, but they take time to do things like this when they're volunteering in the summer. Welcome to the primary hall. This is where we house our kindergarten through second grade classrooms. And it's a very special part of the building because we want to make sure that little children don't get exposed to issues that big children can have at school. And so we created a safe space. Most of the classrooms in this hallway have restrooms in between the classrooms. There's a separate classroom, a separate hall restroom, and their own water cup. So we really have made a self-contained space to make sure that our youngest learners have no risk of getting lost or having any trouble because they're all in one location. This is also where we have our dual language immersion program. We launched dual language immersion 3 years ago, and now our students are now in the second grade. So we're thrilled to know that we have students in kindergarten, first, second, and we added pre-K. So now we have dual immersion in pre-K through second grade, and those students spend half their learning in Spanish and half their learning in English. So dual language immersion is not a requirement. Parents can choose and apply to get in the program. But if you want your child to have a traditional education without the dual language immersion, we still have phenomenal teachers who can teach our children everything in English. And so, as we say in the classroom, bienvenidos, welcome to Benteen.
A unique characteristic of the primary hall is that this is the only place in the building where we have painted ceiling tiles. These painted ceiling tiles were painted by partners who wanted to leave a lasting impression on children, and so it is not uncommon to see children stopping, looking up, and wondering what is happening or what is there on the ceiling. We love this part of the building. It adds color and vibrancy to this part of the school. Thank you for joining us for our virtual tour today. We hope you can learn something about Benteen, and we hope that we have created a new believer in Benteen's brilliance. Have a fantastic day.